What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Talking with Tonio, where I help aspiring entrepreneurs remove obstacles to jumpstart their online businesses today. So I'm super excited about this video because a lot of people have been asking me, about my YouTube SEO strategies and how to rank as a small YouTuber. So you definitely want to watch the video in its entirety. I promise you don't want to miss anything. Now, before we get into the video, make sure that you thumbs it up because I did spend a lot of time on this video, so it just lets me know that you like the content that I'm creating, and make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any of my future content. But I've talked long enough. Let's get into the video. All right, you guys, so let's get into the video. How to rank your YouTube videos as a small creator or small YouTuber. I will say it is not easy, okay? But the strategies that I'm going to give you in this video should definitely help you out. And as long as you stay consistent, you should start to drive traffic to your YouTube videos. I would say search is one of the best ways to get discovered on YouTube. And honestly, your first 100 videos should be search-based content. And if you don't know what search-based content is, all search-based content is, I would say, is how-to videos, tutorials, or you're answering a specific question for your target audience. And why you want to make these type of videos is that YouTube is the second largest search engine. So people go on YouTube to answer questions, or to get answers to their questions rather. And you have to think about YouTube, how you look at YouTube, right? Why do you get on YouTube for yourself? And then think about your target audience and what they're looking for and what type of content they're looking for on YouTube. Now, I know you see big creators make videos like, whoever keeps their eyes closed the longest, while listening to music makes $1 million, right? That type of content as a small YouTuber definitely may work, but 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to work because no one is actually going on YouTube searching for that type of content. 9 times out of 10, YouTube is suggesting that content because that creator already has a big following. So that, not to say it's not going to work, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be very, very hard to grow on YouTube making that type of content unless you just magically go viral. All right, you guys, now my second tip is to make sure that you do your research before you actually create your content. Because let's just say you take my first tip, right? You're like, okay, Tonio, I'm gonna make, search-based content. I wanna make a video on how to vlog in public. And then you go out, you shoot your vlog, you get some crispy B-roll, you get it back home, you edit, you get your thumbnail popping, you post your video, and then what happens? You get crickets, you get 0 views. And the main reason why that happens is that even though you made search-based content, the content that you created was way too competitive for your video to get views. Now, I will say there are still ways to still rank that video, and that's a little bit more advanced strategies that I'll get into in a little bit. But still, if you just title your video "How to Vlog in Public," nobody is going to see it. So you definitely want to make sure that you do your research on your titles and your keywords ahead of time, so you're not wasting a video that you spent your hard-earned time and sometimes even money. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to take you through step by step on how I actually tangibly get my videos to rank. So let's go over to the laptop. All right, you guys, so typically what I like to do before I decide what video I want to create, I go through my brainstorm ideas list. Now, I do have a video idea list on my notes in my phone. I'll go ahead and show you here. So I have video ideas, and literally you can just scroll. I have so many video ideas. But I have that, and honestly, I come up with my best video ideas while I'm in the shower. RIP to my light bill. I come up with amazing videos, and I always, my girlfriend can tell you, if I come up with the idea, I make sure I write it down, because there's nothing worse than thinking of a fire idea, right? And then you forget it. So I always jot it down in my phone. So that's another pro tip. Make sure that you write it down in your phone, or put it in some type of software that you have to make sure that you remember it. After I do that, once I decide what video I want to shoot, I'll go over to my laptop and I start doing research, okay? All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Another pro tip, if you have a Mac and you're wondering how people share their screen, I do everything through QuickTime. QuickTime is an easy way to share your screen and put it in your YouTube video. So another pro tip. All right, you guys, so when I'm coming up, when I already have my idea, I always go straight to YouTube. Now, I have keywords everywhere, and I have TubeBuddy installed into my laptop. Honestly, I stopped using keywords everywhere once it stopped being a free platform. You can still use it if you want. There's plenty of tutorials on keywords everywhere, but this main tutorial is going to be used with TubeBuddy. That is my favorite client that I like to use. You can also use vidIQ. There's nothing wrong with having both of them. I just found just using TubeBuddy was good enough for me. So everything that you see here is going to be because of TubeBuddy, and that's how I'm going to do my research. So I click on YouTube, and the good thing about TubeBuddy is that you can literally just type in a video idea, and it'll tell you, how well you'll rank. And I'll tell you the weighted and unweighted, and I'll get into that in a second. So let's get to my first topic that I talked about at the beginning of the video of, how to vlog in public. So if I want to create that video, how to vlog in public, type that in, vlog, and I've already kind of thought about doing that video, so that's why I mentioned it. I might still make that video if you guys want to see it, but I might want to make it as I grow or as this channel grows, because right now I wouldn't really rank for that video, but here goes our title, how to vlog in public. It'll load. You'll see the first person is Nick Neiman. Shout out to Nick Neiman. Makes really, really dope content. And then it shows on this side here that would be a poor video for me to create. So that is my determining factor on, whether or not I should shoot the video. Now, this is your unweighted score, but even weighted, I don't think I would do well. So if you click weighted, boom, right? It's even worse. So I know that's not a video that I would want to target, okay? And then, so let's just use this title, right? The title that I think I'm gonna do for this video is how to rank your YouTube videos as a small YouTuber. Type that in. Oh, I forgot how to. Learn how to spell. And then as you see here, that's good. And click weighted. And it shows that this is very good for my channel. Now, of course, this isn't the end all be all, but this is a very good determining factor on whether or not, this would be a good title for you to title your video, and if you'll be able to rank for it for that title. And then what I like to do is that the people that are number one or ranked highest for this keyword, I like to go into their video. So I'll click their video, the first person's video here. Shout out to Clueless Tips, right? I'll click that video, and then it shows what they're ranking and what titles they used for their video. And this is one of the best things you can do. So you can go in and see, what's working for that YouTube creator. You can kind of see how many people kind of commented on it, how many views, how many likes, dislikes. You might even want to watch the video. But you can kind of see, what's causing them to rank. Now, she's only ranked for 3 other keyword tags that she used. So you wouldn't want to use any of these tags, especially as a small YouTuber. She only has 2,000 subscribers, which is still fairly small. She's doing something right. So you want to make sure that, your description has, SEO in it. And essentially all SEO is just search engine optimization. So you want to check out other people's descriptions. But yeah, that's typically what I like to do before I create any type of content. So yeah, all right, you guys, now I'm going to take you to one of my older videos. This has been on the platform for a little while. I was covering my braces journey before I got into 2020. So this is one of my older videos. I talk about my gold braces. Now, this isn't a very highly saturated niche. However, more and more people on the platform are talking about going races. But I'll show you here. This is my description. I really don't put too much in the description box other than you should always put, especially in the beginning for your metadata purposes, your title in this description, because YouTube does read the first 2 sentences of your description. So if you've noticed, if you looked in search, they normally pull from this right here. So you want to make sure that you put very, very targeted keywords in your first 2 sentences or first 3 sentences in your description. Then after that, I just like to put in, some of my affiliate links, other things that people like to ask. I put in my merch, stuff like that. But that's not going to really help for SEO purposes unless people are specifically looking for, let's just say if you make a reviews videos and you're reviewing the, A6400, that might help. But other than that, this is just all for your own, self purposes. But what I do like to put in my description box as well, you always want to put a disclaimer for your affiliate links. I like to tell people, who I am. So that just strengthens SEO. So if you have a website or anything like that, people can find these videos based on this description. Now, I will say some people are going to be on the fence about this. Essentially, I like to put all my keywords in my description as well. Some people call that keyword stuffing. But for me, I've noticed that it actually has really helped and does strengthen SEO with the video. The more information you give YouTube is always the better. I don't care what anybody says. And then I'll show you my keywords here. And these do change over time based on how many people are creating videos versus how many people are actually watching your video, your watch time, etc. But right now I'm ranking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 of them I'm ranking number 1 in. And so TubeBuddy is really, really good to check on your keywords, see how they're working for you. And sometimes I like to go in and update my keywords because sometimes over time, certain keywords don't work the same way that they used to. So I like to update them every about 6 months to a year. But if the video is doing well, then I don't really touch it. But the cool feature that TubeBuddy has entered in recently is that if you double click it, the keyword now, it'll actually take you and tell you how well the score is, and then the results of it. So if you click the results, you'll see that I'm number 1. Number 2 is like another orthodontic videos, and they're all different type of videos that are ranking. So it'll show you where you're ranking within that search result. So that's really, really cool. And then it'll tell you, like the other screen, should you, is that a good keyword to be targeting? So I love TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is like phenomenal for this type of stuff. So you definitely want to play with your keywords, and then they give you like your score on how well they think you do. Based on the keywords that you're trying to target. So I stand by TubeBuddy. I love TubeBuddy for sure. All right, you guys, now you know my step-by-step process on how I rank my videos. Now, of course, ranking your videos is only one step of the process. You have to have people clicking on your videos, which is your thumbnail, and then you want to be making sure that you're creating good and valuable content. Okay, so hopefully this is everything that you need to know to rank your videos. If you have any questions, make sure that you comment down below, and I would love to answer those for you. Until next time, be easy.